So in this video, I'll be going over the AFC Wildcard matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Pittsburgh Steelers will be heading into Kansas City as 12-point underdogs. And look, let me just say this. All good stories got to come to an end. You know, this Big Ben thing, it feels good. Yeah, they beat the Browns. Baker's injured. Baker looks terrible. They beat the Ravens. Lamar Jackson wasn't even playing. You know, the Raiders were able to beat the Chargers, and it wasn't a tie, so the Steelers got in. The Colts lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars in a must-win game. Like, you know, all those things happened, and it's great. The Steelers got into the playoffs. It's cool seeing Ben have this one last run, and it's been cool, you know, watching them pull out games. But this team is not good. This is not a good Pittsburgh Steelers team. Mike Tomlin deserves some type of award or some type of something for what he's done. He's pulling fucking magic tricks out here with this Pittsburgh team. This Pittsburgh Steelers roster is not good. This is not a good roster. And the spread opened up. I think it opened up at close to 14. It was like 13 and a half. Now the spread is down to 12. And, you know, all the sharps want to hammer the Steelers. All the sharps want to put all their money down because, you know, it's Big Ben, it's Tomlin, and they're just looking at this and they're saying Kansas City's kind of having a funky year, and it's a lot of points to work with, so you just have to be on the side of the points. And look, I get it. I get all of that, but the Kansas City Chiefs are just too fast for them. If you remember what happened when they matched up with each other about a month ago, Kansas City was just too fast for them. Kansas City has too many weapons on the perimeter. You know, the only way the Steelers can compete in this game is if they make it ugly, if they keep it low scoring, because Ben can't score more than 20 points or so nowadays. Like, the wins against the Ravens and Huntley and Baker, I mean, these are games where it's like the other team isn't scoring 20 points. So the Steelers have a recipe to win, and that recipe is Cameron Hayward and TJ Watt, but they don't win games when the other team is putting up a bunch of points. I mean, maybe against the Chargers, but the Chargers are some cats. We know what the Chargers are, but we're talking about Kansas City right here, and I just think that Mahomes, even if he makes a mistake, even if Kansas City has a fumble or one of those pop-up picks, or even if Mahomes, you know, just isn't on his A game, I think Kansas City is just a way better team, and I trust Big Red. I trust Andy Reid to come up with something on offense that would just be a little too much for the Steelers. I don't know what Tomlin, you know, Tomlin is squeezing all the juice out that he can out of Big Ben, and it was fun while it lasted, but they're just not going to be able to do much more, you know. The Kansas City Chiefs, they like to blitz a lot. I think they're going to get after him. They're going to put him on the ground a few times early. I think Najee Harris, the Steelers like to run the ball, but the Chiefs have a good run defense. So I just don't think Najee is going to be able to help Big Ben as much as Big Ben is going to need him to. And I think that really, if you want to take that angle, what does the NFL, we know that the NFL is an entertainment league, and what does the NFL get out of the Steelers winning? Like, what does the NFL get out of the Steelers knocking off the Chiefs? So if there's any funny calls or if there's any funny business taking place, I think it's in favor of the Chiefs. I think all signs point to the Chiefs just whooping them, and the only way that you can take the Steelers is if you're just one of those guys who just like, oh yeah, if it's over 10 points, I have to take the underdog. And I understand that. I understand playing the math game and taking the points, but when you look at the game for the game and you're judging two teams going up head to head against each other, I just don't see how the Chiefs don't demolish them. So I like the Chiefs to cover the 12. You know, if we can get it under 12, I would hammer that. You know, over 12, 12 and a half, 13, I would still go Chiefs if I have to, but, you know, 12 or less, you know, 12 or better, let's go Chiefs. As always, thanks for watching the video.